How do you maximize the last 2 hours of your Cedar Point day? Well, today we are going to find out. We're going to ride as many rides as we possibly can here and get as many high caliber rides in as possible in the last 2 hours. Today is a Tuesday. I came here right after work, but we're gonna get as much done as possible. So come along with me, let's go. It is 5:59 tonight as I am entering Cedar Point, and I am here to use the last 2 hours of the night to be as productive as possible with my time. Now the park closes tonight at 8 o'clock. Like I said earlier, I'm here right at 6 o'clock today. So we have 2 hours to spend time, and then we'll probably spend like an hour or so on the beach, just hanging out, all of that, you know, like we do when we can anyway. So super excited about that. We're on our way now. As with any day here at Cedar Point, definitely consult the app first. The app can sometimes be a little bit faulty and a little bit of an issue, but it does work as a good starting point. So check out kind of where the largest crowds are. Where are the biggest lines concentrated right now? That's going to give you a good idea of the area you should avoid to get as much time as possible. One other tip that you definitely need to do coming into the park is have one ride that you want to make your end of night ride. So that's the one you go to at the very, very last second. So today we're gonna try to make that Steel Vengeance, assuming it's open and all of that kind of stuff. So the entire day is planned around ending up at the back of the park at the end of the night. So that gives you kind of a goal, and that helps you to set yourself up for the most success, to have both of those things in mind as you start. Well, Raptor at a 10-minute wait at the end of the night here is definitely worth going to check out. So we are headed to Raptor right now for that. Definitely worthwhile at the end of the night. A lot of times Raptor does end up having a shorter line, but oh yeah, let's go. So a lot of other rides right now have between 20 and 30 minutes, something like that. So if I can come in and get a really fast ride on Raptor, then that's definitely worthwhile to me. Now you do have to keep in mind also, this is the in-between time. This is the time between school starting and Halloweekends beginning. In that time, you are going to get the best wait times, especially on weekdays. So that's definitely worth keeping in mind. A lot of people who don't have passes just don't come during these times because there's no shows and there's no like Halloweekend stuff going on. Also, the beginning of Halloweekends is a great time to start coming. So by the time that this video is released, you'll want to start planning your trip to come to Halloweekends, because Halloweekends gets horribly busy the closer and closer you get to Halloween, because people are celebrating. And it's a walk-on, so let's go. I do love Raptor in the very front row, but look at that line right behind me here. I'm not going to wait in that, because the idea is riding as many things as possible. I'm not going to waste any time. And here she comes right now. Let's go. All right, Gatekeeper says a 15-minute wait also, which is just about perfect. So once again, the less you have to travel between rides, the better it's going to be for you. And I see Gatekeeper right up here. Rougarou has been closed for the last probably, I don't know, week, I guess at this point. I was gonna say 2 weeks, but I'm here fairly frequently. It might have been 2 weeks though, 2 weekends. It's very possible, but either way, it's been down a lot lately. Absolutely no one down here. This isn't even 15 minutes. We are assuming a walk-on right now. Looks like the other side is busier though, so we'll go to the right up here. And it looks like I'm gonna get right on. Let's go. All right, we just rode Gatekeeper together. Yeah. And once we got off, he goes, wait a minute, are you that YouTube guy? So I don't have my hat though, so trademark's gone today. But so what's been your favorite ride?
Oh, my favorite one is this one.
This one?
And like my favorite roller coaster is this one.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So maybe you had other rides that you liked, but this one, this roller coaster is your favorite one.
I like that giant swing.
Oh yeah? Skyhawk? Oh my word, you're braver than I am, man. What about you guys?
Oh, this one for sure.
Yeah?
Love it.
It's a great ride. They were so nice. It's nice to meet you guys. All right, and we are off onto our next ride. We might look at Valravn, but I really need to consult the app because Valravn, last I saw it, said 30 minutes. And I really don't want to waste my time with that much time when I could hit maybe Millennium or Magnum for less. So we're gonna have to check it out. Now, Blue Streak says a 5-minute wait, and this allows me to be just a little bit strategic with Valravn. I do know Valravn is one of the most popular rides here in the park, but it says a 30-minute wait, and I'm wondering about that. So once I'm done riding Blue Streak, I can walk past Valravn on my way to Millennium Force or Magnum or something else, and we can see how long of a line it actually looks like. Efficiency for the win. I'm always trying to think of the best, most efficient ways to go. It doesn't mean they always work for me though.
I'll go back right to Salvage Ride. Awesome.
So now is the time for me to take a good hard look at Valravn. If it's not good, okay, it says 15 minutes. You know what? We gonna hit it. Let's go. Yeah, that's different than what it says online. And from what I'm seeing, I think I buy that 15 minutes. It might be 20. We already have 3 rides in the last 38 minutes. So one waiting of like 20 minutes is not going to throw off our average at all. As a matter of fact, it's going to add one more really high caliber ride to what we can accomplish tonight.
Glasses must be secured with an athletic strap. Any item that cannot be secured in a waist pack
And there's our train right there.
must be left. Oncoming riders, please enter the train carefully. Riders on the platform, please.
That ride, so good. There was a kid on it over to my right. He said, "Mom, I'm flying." Yes, that's exactly it. It's the kind of thing. That's the kind of thing that I hear here in the parks, and I'm like, yeah, you got it. You understand it. It's 7:02, and I have ridden 4 rides so far tonight. I've only been here for a little bit less than 1 hour. That's definitely pretty good. That sun though, man, that thing is bright. I haven't eaten dinner yet, but a cheeseburger would be good. And it does look like there's a very low line. So they were out of cheeseburgers, so a hamburger will do. It's nice and easy for me to carry along with me and get this done. Completely empty line. All right, so that was a blast. We're able to get all kinds of stuff done with that. And I think having that extra time there, I think is perfectly good. Because I think we have plenty of time to get all kinds of stuff done. Darn it, I hit the train. I don't think the Rougarou is open. Can't see very well. No, it is not open. Yeah, it's closed today. Okay, so it looks like we're not going to be able to be hitting Steel Vengeance today at the time that I was hoping to be able to hit it. Instead, it's looking like we're going to be able to hit it at a later on. It's looking instead like we're going to be hitting Maverick instead. So that'll definitely be good. But I think we should have enough time to hit Millennium Force here. Actually, the fast lane line says 15 minutes, and I think that's probably what this is, just all together.
Taking pictures and filming
So
are
we are here
prohibited
right now.
on this ride.
Let's go look at that
Hats,
sunset.
scarves,
Man,
and
you
other
can't see it, but
clothing must
it
be
sure is
removed and
bright.
secured. Failure to
Let's
comply may
go.
result in each
Guys, bye-bye. Your shirt or sit on it. If you have glasses on, keep them on your face or down your shirt.
And we have 15 more minutes to hit 2 more rides. Hopefully, we can make it on them. Now we're gonna look for which one has the lowest line initially here to hit. And then we're gonna go hit the biggest line at the very end of the night. Steel Vengeance and Maverick are both very low right now according to the app. So hopefully we should be able to get onto both of them. They're already busy turning Thunder Canyon into a haunted maze. It now says 40 minutes for Maverick and like 45 minutes for Steel Vengeance. I don't buy it. I don't think this late at night things are going to change that drastically from being 15 minutes and like 30 minutes to 40 and 45. But we are going to go check them out. Now, if both of them do look very long, then I'll only get in line for one of them because I'll only be able to do one anyway, but I can already see that that's not very long. Maverick needs to go first because once we get in line for Steel Vengeance, then I will put things in the lockers mid-waiting, unless it's closed, okay. Temporarily delayed. Well then, never mind. I still think that's good in normal practice when things aren't closed down, but otherwise, looks like Steel Vengeance might be either our last one of the day or we might have a moment to run back over here once we're done. It all depends on how long this line actually is. I'm gonna have to wait for a train. Of course. Why wouldn't I have to wait for a train? I hate waiting on this train. She is pretty to look at though. Okay, and it looks like it's actually, maybe, nope. Walk around. Valiant effort, but this is going to be the last ride of the night. We've got 5 minutes left in the night, so there's no way we're doing more. Well, there's no reason to rush anymore, but it's 8:04 right now. But we are getting our locker right now in time for some sunset time out on the beach later on this evening. So that'll be fun at least also. Also, the six rides in 2 hours, not even quite 2 hours, is 100% worthwhile. Like, I have no complaints. All right, and it is 8:31 right now. Obviously, that ride takes a very long time. I wasn't even off in time by any stretch of the imagination to go over to Maverick. So that's just the way it works, especially with that ride. Now, I'm not going to be doing too much out on the beach tonight. I'm not going to get a drink. It's time for me to head out anyway pretty quickly here. No, in this short of a night, there's no time for drinks or eats or things like that, other than a burger that I ate in line. But I just kind of want to see what they have out there. I want to hang out in the water. It's kind of been rare this season for me to have enough time to actually go hang on the beach. All right, we've got some people here who have they just stopped me and said, you DM'd me earlier today.
Yeah, I saw you walking into Raptor and I was like, oh, that's that guy I get all the tips from.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll have to try and find him if I bump into him and say thanks.
Well, thank you so much for saying hi. It's so nice to see you.
Yeah.
But what are your favorite rides here? What was your favorite one?
Yes.
Still Vengeance?
I didn't want to go on that one. I just thinking I just had to leave that to the next day. I had to build up for that one. But once I'd been on it, it was just
Yeah.
smiling the whole way
I
around.
understand needing to
Absolutely
build up
amazing.
for it. It is kind of one of those
Very
like,
intimidating.
Yeah.
Walking up to it. And all the rides here are just so much bigger than what we have at home.
Yeah.
So your standard rides are our star rides.
Okay, yeah.
So everything here is just like
double the size, double the length. It's
Yeah.
really good.
so what
Really
park
good.
are you guys used to out there?
Thorpe Park.
Thorpe Park? Okay. I know Thorpe Park. Yeah.
Thorpe Park, Chessington, Alton Towers.
Okay.
are main
Alton
ones.
Towers, yeah. Okay. They're all the ones that I hear about online. So
Yeah.
don't go.
Stay here.
But they're mythical status to me. Like I'm excited about them if I
Yeah,
can go
no,
visit.
Alton Towers is probably the best of the bunch. I would
Okay,
say.
awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for saying
Thank
hi.
you.
It was really nice to meet you guys.
And you. I'm glad I found you in the
Yeah,
end.
yeah. I love meeting you guys and having people come from other countries and hang out is just such a cool thing too. All right. Well, it is time to hang out here on the beach just for a little while. There we go. Much better. It's not even that hot of a night, but it's sweaty hot, like I'm glistening. I do love a sunset out here on the beach. It's so pretty. But walking through the sand is always one of those things that is just like I get breathing heavy and I'm like, I watch on old videos or while I'm editing and I'll be like, man, I sound like an old man. Like, it's what happens every single time. Walking through sand is no joke, man. What a beautiful night to hang out here on the beach. I love it when the sand does this and you have like little warm spots. This is just so pretty. Oh, and the water feels fantastic too. Oh my word. Just feeling this out here too. And then seeing the sunset behind me. It's so pretty. Just everything about it is pretty. And look at this. Look how far out I am. And like, there's nothing. Like, I'm not deep at all. Although it's about to start hitting my pants now, but man, the whole thing is just, it's so much fun. The water is also really calm tonight too, which is pretty cool. I love it that after work, I live close enough that I can be here with my feet in the water, my toes in the sand, if you will, right after work. Like, it's such a cool place. I mean, it takes me a long drive still. I wouldn't recommend most people do it unless you're creating content part-time for it, but it's really a cool thing. I think the water just feels so good. I think I'm gonna walk all the way out this way. Give me a few good views also on the way. This is the time of year when I start to get a little bit sad because the summer is waning. It's starting to feel like it's ending, you know? All the fun I've had all summer long, it's ending. And I know it's not really ending. And even when it ends, it's not ending because first of all, I'm stockpiling footage. So we're gonna have all kinds of stuff to get us through the winter this year also. But then also I have all kinds of stuff that I'm planning on doing, from Kalahari, which I've never done before, to Great Wolf Lodge. Definitely do another stay at Castaway Bay and see what that's like again. We're gonna be doing all kinds of fun things. Maybe even a few things outside of Sandusky too. And also outside of like Mason, Ohio, you know, where Kings Island is. But there may be a few other opportunities that'll come our way also. So there's just, like, it's not ending one way or another. I'm still going to be providing content and doing all kinds of stuff, but this time of year is when I just start going, oh, man, it's close to over. School has started. Kids are back in session. I'm back in session. And we're just, you know, I could look back on all the memories from summer, but even then, we still have Halloweekends. We still have a lot. Quite honestly, I just can't get enough of this tonight. Like, I'm just so content. Also, as much as it pains me to say, I don't want to see Cedar Point close down, but we do kind of need Cedar Point to close down this year because I'm super excited for this entire rehab to take place over here on this side of the park. Well, the sunset has died down. It's the end of the night. I don't want to leave yet. I'm not ready to leave. But that's what happens when you come here only for a couple of hours at Cedar Point. And it's time to go. I've also got some videos to edit, so it's time to go. Can't forget to pee on my way home, along with maybe putting on some sort of clothes, maybe at least my shoes. Look at that. Glistening face and body. It is so hot, and yet so not hot. Like, it's really weird. It's like extremely humid, not hot at all. Guess that happened at Halloween too last year, so I don't know.